The investor's coming early next week, so we're under the time gun right now.
We're missing some things with the shipments.
But it's being not even delayed, it's being held at the Postal Service.
On our way to a vinyl record store, there's bands like Nirvana, Foo Fighters, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, and Jimi Hendrix. It is actually this young lady's birthday. We are gonna go around to a lot of the filming locations. It's fire pit, s'mores, yum. They'll be seeing themselves here. Oh my God, we're in Seattle. Oh man, what is that? That's what I'm talking about, right? Really want to go with something colorful and fun each time that creates a unique experience for a guest. All right, guys, welcome back to part 2 of our Seattle Airbnb transformation. Yesterday was all about unpacking and furniture assembly. Today, you're going to see us tackle the fun stuff. Custom painting, sourcing unique Seattle pieces, and dealing with some unexpected problems along the way. Oh, and it's Monica's birthday, so this should be interesting. Can you talk about some of the supplies that we pick up at the store? What would somebody need, obviously, besides the paint cans?
My favorite is this brand of brush is fantastic. I use these exclusively now. The quality of them is really good and they hold a lot of paint. They make all sorts of different shapes and sizes, but my favorite is honestly this like 2-inch precision one. I'm pretty good at cutting in without needing any kind of tape or anything, so I can just use this and freehand any kind of shape and cut in with really nice sharp edges.
That specific brush would be good for like going on the edges of the lines and staying within the lines.
Yeah.
Like if we're starting here and we're working our way in, or some of these harder to reach spots.
Yeah.
That's where that would be good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once they're outlined with kind of the smaller pieces, smaller shapes, I like to use the small rollers. If you're using a paintbrush, especially with dark colors, sometimes you can see the paint brush strokes and it doesn't get you such like a nice finish. This also speeds up the process. Getting one of these like 4-inch rollers with the little roller brushes and these little these little roller trays are my favorite for the small pieces. And then obviously if you're doing a full wall, you need your standard, everyone knows, these giant rollers just to get that done quickly. You could, in theory, use a paintbrush for all of it, but this just speeds up the process. It can cut down like, an hour or so off of a mural, so.
The furniture assembly never stops, along with the trash. It's just crazy. We have a guy coming tomorrow to pick up all the trash, clear some of this stuff out. This has been up here like 2 hours working on this thing, dude. It's still not done. Look at this. We have like custom build all the drawers. All right, guys, it's close to 9 o'clock here. As you can see, it's getting dark outside. We just finished up painting here, all the accent walls at least. All the murals are pretty much complete at this point besides this one. Everything is looking pretty good here, and we should be set up for success for tomorrow for mounting everything.
All right, so we talked last night that we're missing some things with the shipments.
We got some kitchen stuff that's delayed. Not even delayed, it's being held at the Postal Service. USPS is holding a bunch of our packages.
Figures.
And we have to contact the postal office to figure out where they are.
All right, I'll go down there because I think it's a pickup and it's under my name.
Which office? So we have to call the what is it? Not the corporate, but like the general self-help line.
Well, we'll try to track that down. I'll have to go in and have an ID ready.
Yeah.
And there's how many
4
items?
tracking numbers, and there's probably maybe 20 items, and I don't know how they're dispersed throughout the boxes. So there could be 5 big boxes, or there could be, how Amazon ships things in single boxes sometimes.
Are these large items or smaller?
It's a mix. There's some Like, there might be some boxes that are like 4 feet long, but maybe like 4 inches by 4 inches.
So can I fit it in the tiny Jetta that we rented?
Hopefully.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Multiple trips to the post office.
It is a glorious day. It is actually this young lady's birthday. And so we got some fun things planned for today. Monica's is, how old are you turning? 21?
Yeah.
33. And we've decided to do something fun today. So we are huge fans of 10 Things I Hate About You. If any of you guys have seen that, comment below. Awesome movie. It was filmed here in Seattle. So we are going to go around to a lot of the filming locations and do a little exploring. And then probably later tonight, we'll lay in bed, eat some bad food, and watch the movie just to relive it all. Try and take it easy today. Our bodies are definitely hurting after running up and down the crazy amount of stairs. Oh, I'm exhausted. How you feeling?
Everything hurts.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the day ahead. We're going to capture some awesome footage and hopefully have a very happy birthday. So, happy birthday, Monica. Let's do it. All right, we're first up on our way to a vinyl record store. Some amazing music has come out of Seattle over the years. There's bands like Nirvana, Foo Fighters, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, and Jimi Hendrix. We're gonna be looking for those types of records to really represent the city and the experience that guests are going to have here. So one of the challenges that we always come up against when picking vinyl records is sometimes the artwork isn't PG. It doesn't go well when it comes to marketing the listing. Example of this is this album here. This is some of the best album artwork, but it just doesn't pair well when it comes to marketing your Airbnb listing. We tend to keep stuff PG.
Some Northwest staples in here.
Yeah, man. All Seattle.
I love it.
All right, that was a successful trip to the record store. Sometimes we don't know what we're gonna run into. A lot of record stores don't have what we need a lot of times. Depends on our location where we're going. But Seattle is just incredible when it comes to art and music. There's just so much to choose from and everybody's really passionate about that. So that record store was amazing. We're now on our way over to Home Goods to try to find some cool, interesting trinkets. Some of the best cities that I think we've been into as far as home goods has probably been, I don't know, Monica, what would you say?
Pittsburgh and then Scottsdale.
Yeah, Scottsdale was always good. Sometimes with home goods, the deal is that there's these wealthier areas where they sell these items and then they don't get sold in the main stores and they get basically pushed to Home Goods. And you might be able to snag some really good stuff that way. But it just really depends. We've found like some really wacky stuff in an area that you wouldn't expect. We've done more luxurious type designs, but we've just gotten so bored with that. So we really want to go with something colorful and fun each time that creates a unique experience for our guests. When they're going to stay in Airbnbs, they're always going to be staying in some sort of luxurious decor. They're all kind of decorated the same, but with ours, we provide a unique experience. And so we're looking for items that really represent that. Oh man, what is that? Whoa, cherries. That's what I'm talking about, right? We talked about cherries to begin with. We've unpackaged the first thing. It's cherries.
We're on Cherry Street, so we thought it'd be nice. And there it is, something with cherries. Unfortunately, this type of pillow is not something that we can really use. It's like you could, I don't know, maybe put that on a couch. Here we go. We got a little throw blanket. They kind of look like strawberries though. I'm not super impressed by it, but
Needs to be bigger like this.
yeah, bigger like the strawberries.
That one's not very good either.
These are like little girl room. A daughter or something and you want to decorate their room. This is what that is represented of. Find stuff with good character and not have it be too corny. Just kind of walking around here within the first 5 minutes, I can tell this home goods kind of sucks. They don't have too much going on here. All right, every Goodwill we've gone into, we've been into so many Goodwills across multiple states. They always have a copy of this book. I guess nobody wants this book or the diet's useless, so they just give it away. But it's apparently everybody bought this. Oh, hell yeah. This is my jam. The Magic of Peanut Butter. Sponsored by Skippy. We are on the roof right now. We have started staging. I have this really cool movie theater screen behind me. We've decided to incorporate a lot of this into our listings. It's so fun for guests to be able to put a projector on, sit under the sky and the stars with a fire and eat some of this. That's right, s'mores. Fire pit s'mores, yum, so awesome. People will see that in the photo. They'll be seeing themselves here. Oh my God, we're in Seattle, eating s'mores, watching movies out under the stars. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for my trip. I am booking this home. That's at least the emotion that we're trying to get across, right?
All right, guys, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Let me show you what we were able to accomplish over these few days in Seattle. You know, when guests book this place, they see the final product, the custom murals, the rooftop movie setup, the curated Seattle vinyl collection. But what they don't see is everything that goes on behind the bookings. The post office delays, the crazy amounts of trash, Monica's birthday celebration, the home good disappointments, and the problem solving that happens in real time. This is what really goes on behind the B&B. It's not just about creating beautiful spaces. It's about the hustle, the creativity, the unexpected challenges, and the small decisions that turn an ordinary rental into an experience guests remember forever. But we're not just stopping here. Next, we're heading down to sizzling hot Scottsdale to design a huge house with a beautiful pool. And trust me, that's going to be a completely different challenge than this rainy Seattle Airbnb. Here on Behind the B&B, I show you what really happens behind the bookings, the wins, the failures, and everything in between. If you want to see how this Seattle project performs and follow us to Scottsdale for our next transformation, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started.